Alright, here we go. Lexiconnections, our Greek and Latin unit. So, what is a lexiconnection? I'm glad you asked. It's actually a neologism, a new word, formed from the words lexicon and connection. Lexicon is another word for vocabulary, as we see in its Latin origin lexis, which means a word or phrase. The purpose of learning these words is to help make connections. Why is making connections so important? Think of it this way. Connecting concepts is like paving roads and building bridges in your brain. The more roads and bridges you build, the more easily you'll be able to get around in the world of ideas, peoples, places, and things. It may seem like a paradox, but the road to the future begins in the past. Many thousands of English words have Greek or Latin origins. So many, in fact, that a plethora of people are under the impression that English is a Latin-based language. Nein. English is actually descended from German. Just for the record, the 5 languages that are descended from Latin are Italian, Romanian, French, Portuguese, and Spanish. Those 5 are also known as Romance languages, not because they sound so romantic, but because they're descended from Latin, the tongue of the ancient Romans. With that in mind, those of you who know a little or a lot of Spanish won't be too surprised to discover that many Spanish words look very much like Latin words. And for that reason, many of the lists feature a Spanish word or phrase to help you make further connections. Now some of you may be grumbling to yourself, why we gotta learn Spanish words, this ain't Spanish class. Well, you're absolutely right, this isn't Spanish class. But then again, this isn't English class either. It's language arts, and language is the basis of all disciplines. That's why you'll also encounter words on these lists which connect with social studies, science, art, music, math, and physical education. The more you learn, the more you'll find that all subjects are interconnected. Now, to put your mind at ease, each week you'll study and be tested on just 9 to 12 words. Locate your new weekly list here and be prepared to take a brief online quiz by the end of the week.